But today, I have to give you credit. You had a great thought while we were talking about Russell Wilson's appearance on Jimmy Fallon, The Tonight Show, when this question just kind of curiously came up about him having the best contract in NFL history. That felt like a plant to you, and I think you may be right. I feel like maybe Russell Wilson is trying to send the Seahawks a message that now is the time to make him the highest paid player in the NFL, not 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now.
Yeah, right. He wants to get it going. Get it going now. I mean, Seattle, if they're smart, they'd get it going now too, just to, hey, shave off a few $1 million per year on the contract instead of what? Russell Wilson going out in 2019 and, once again having one of the best seasons out of any quarterback in football. That's what he's done just about every year here in recent history. So the price number is only going to go up, especially if the team continues to improve like it did last year and looks like it's going to. So I think from that standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. But yes, I mean, as I understand anything like that, usually somebody for Jimmy Fallon comes in and talks to the handlers or the agent, whoever's there with Russell Wilson. They talk about facts or things that are going on in the life. And I just think it's probably one of those things where his agent was like, well, yeah, and hey, there's a chance Russell could be the highest paid player in the history of the NFL. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure, that sounds like a good question. We'll write that down. Just seemed like it was the setup all along.
Yeah, and really, we know that title is temporary. You're only going to be the highest paid player in football for a year or two, maybe if you're lucky, 3. And if it's Russell Wilson now superseding Aaron Rodgers, he's going to hold that title probably until Patrick Mahomes does his next contract. Right. But still, you get a chance to at least be, for some window of time, the highest paid player in the history of the NFL. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means you've got a great contract. And I think the Seahawks would be smart to get him to $33.6 million per year, superseding Aaron Rodgers' $33.5 million per year now, because it's only going to get more expensive. And Chris, think about this. Let's say he would play it out. Let's say he would go franchise tag 2020, franchise tag 2021. The Seahawks let him hit the market in 2022 instead of paying $52 million. What do you think he makes per year on the open market?
Oh my gosh. I would think somebody signs him to, we're desperate. We need a guy like this to come into our organization and jumpstart everything. I mean, at that point, I don't even know what it would be. $40 million a year, probably, right? Something along those lines. With 3 years down the road, I would think that's going to be top quarterback tier type of money.
Maybe more than $40 million. I mean, we've never seen anything like that. And yes, he'll be 33 at the time, but for quarterbacks, it doesn't matter. Right? If anything, you get better as you get older. As long as you still have your physical skills, you are at the point where your brain has developed through all the reps, everything you've seen, everything you've studied, to the point where the game slows down even more. The game is easier. And if he still has his uncanny physical skills, as the game slows down even more, he's going to be even more effective as he gets older. There's this weird sense, though, Chris, that he's overrated, that he's not as good as people think, that he can't do it all like a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers can do. I think he can do it all, and I think the fact that he stays healthy, that he's mobile, that he gets out of the pocket, he throws on the run, he throws accurately, he can kill you with his legs if he has to. I think he's underrated, if anything.
I agree. I think he is phenomenal. He is, without question, one of the 3 best quarterbacks in football. I mean, his all-time quarterback rating, and not that I hold everything true to stats, but there is some truth to stats. He's second all-time in the all-time quarterback rating. I mean, he's almost 3 full points above number 3, which is Drew Brees. That's how special Russell Wilson has been. All they've done is win since he's been there. They've been to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them. I mean, if you're talking about rewarding guys for acting appropriately and being leaders in the face of your franchise, damn, nobody fits that mold better than Russell Wilson. I mean, he's just been Mr. Model Citizen. So much of a model citizen and such a good guy that it actually seems like it annoys people, and especially in Seattle. Like, he's a goody two-shoes, which I understand. He comes off that way a little bit. Go Hawks, or a little political, but he doesn't give a damn. He's with, upstanding is what do I want to say, is his image as a player, as a person. It's flawless, and I think he needs to be rewarded for that a little bit too.
Yeah, some of the guys that used to be on the Seahawks would mock him behind his back with the Go Hawks thing. They do it in a high-pitched voice, and that, you know, and that's the thing. It was kind of a rough and tumble crowd, and then Russell Wilson comes in, and they viewed him as management, not as one of them, and they've always had that resentment. That's why they're reshaping the roster with him as the centerpiece of the team. Well, you know what? If that's what you're doing, you better pay the centerpiece accordingly.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.